Hi and welcome to another video from Dale Farm, where it has been very stormy, very rainy, very unsettled and unseasonal weather. This is supposed to be our summer and I can tell you it doesn't feel like summer. And we're starting the video off with Mabel here, who spent a lot of time nibbling things over the fence, and we think that it made her unwell because she became extremely bloated and very sad looking.
She's no different than she was last night, is she?
No. So today we're taking Mabel to the vet.
Yeah, Mabel was off colour Friday morning. It could have been a miserable morning, but she was genuinely off colour. And close for examination, she was very blown, gassed up, and we're concerned about her. So I went down to the vet and got 2 injections, one for a painkiller, one to help with the digestion, and we also put a tube in her stomach which did release some gas.
We did that like 4 times.
And it did seem to help a bit, but she's still just...
She's not right.
No.
So we're going to take her to the vet and see what they say. Our vet advised that Mabel may have had pneumonia as a result of the poor weather conditions that we'd had post sheep shearing. He also said that she could have had frothy bloat, which is why the tube into her stomach wouldn't have relieved the gases, because it's actually a foamy froth. So he gave her an oral dose that was designed to neutralise the froth, turn it into gas so that then she could pass it naturally herself. And you can see a mark on her side there. I did actually try sticking a needle in to see whether she would deflate, which was something I read about other farmers saying that they'd stuck a needle in and gently squeezed the animal and it had worked. But in the case of Mabel, that wasn't the remedy. And little Miss Bambi doing really well. I'm a little bit of a softie. Every day when I feed her, I smell her head. I think she smells amazing. And after all of the wet weather that we had, we did have a gloomy but dry afternoon where we got the mowing done all around the campsite, but we decided to leave some of the clover because the bees were just absolutely loving the clover. And just when we thought it couldn't get any wetter, that is definitely rain. It's bouncing down. You can see the farmyard. This is the view from the upstairs window. Has just turned into a river. And it was thundering, it was rumbling, and the rain, it was just rushing down all over the new concrete. It was going right over the new drain that we put in because there was just so much water flowing. And this was just as I was about to go outside to do a few jobs, and it was just too wet, so I hastily made a retreat back indoors. But this is the lane by the farm. As you can see, the water starts to build up and build up and build up, and it was just, yeah, shocking really. I thought, oh, I'm gonna need an ark at this rate. Gosh, so much rain. We'll be floating away, I would think, before long. And the following day, it continued to be damp and dark and quite miserable, considering that it's June. I guess it's good for the garden, but it's not good for the work that's ongoing, and it's certainly not good for the sheep. You can see that they've all got their backs up, humped backs, standing under the wall. I did feel quite sorry for them with this really bad spell of weather so soon after shearing. It's a very, 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 very rainy day after the storm that we had last night. You'd think it had rained itself out, but it hasn't. It's not stopped raining all day, chucking it down. So the sheep are looking a bit miserable. Nothing we can do about it. And I spent all morning editing my cookbook, which is nearly there now. So a good rainy day activity. And now I've got a pasty and I'm going to walk and deliver it to David, who is my dad's cousin. And one place that I do love to be in when it's raining is in the trees. I just find it is really relaxing and soothing. And at the end of another very rainy day, a little calf arrived, and we were quite soon on the scene. As you can see, it was very sort of sleepy, not like the last one that was dancing around as soon as it was born. This one was very quiet, and the cow being very protective as usual. So I'm careful to not push my luck. And then just showing you the view around, looking back down towards the farm, that amazing view with the clouds starting to break up a little bit. But we haven't had very many hours of sunshine, I can tell you that. So that's April. She was the first one to calve, so that's Melinda. And just showing you all the calves nice and peacefully with their cows. And this is approaching our summer solstice, which is our longest day in June. Here I am in my summer solstice floral crown that I've made to celebrate it being the longest day. I'm going to make one for Nick now. We're going to go on a sunset swim tonight. We went for a sunrise swim this morning at 4:30 a.m. That was wonderful. Then back for a power nap, and a few little things around the campsite today, and then celebrating tonight. And this is a clip from 4:30 a.m. There are deer that are just running away through the park there, and we were in the water before the sun came up with a little group of swimmers, my swim friends. So it's a really nice, really memorable and quite cold way to start the summer solstice day. We think the water was maybe about 11 or 12 degrees, but the air temperature was quite cool, only about 7 or 8 at best. But either way, really, really good fun and very memorable. And we recently just got our farm shop flyers reprinted. This is something that I thought would be a good asset to try and sell our produce to people, explain to them about the welfare, about the animals and about what we stock. And appropriately, it was a time for me to cook up some of our own produce. That's our own bacon and their beef sausages. And I thought I would rustle up a special Father's Day brunch for my dad, as it was Father's Day. Happy Father's Day, Dad.
Thank you.
Was it worth the wait?
It did indeed. It looks amazing.
Let's get stuck in.
Get stuck in.
I'm finding things hard today because it's the 21st of July and we've only just heard sort of rumours that the government in the next couple of days is going to say what the plan is going forward for the holiday industry. And it sounds like they're going to say that campsites won't be able to open their facilities, which will drastically change the picture for us. And what we've been working towards since May, when we were told we wouldn't be able to open, we've been taking people's bookings, you know, hoping that we'd be able to open. And now it sounds like most of those will have to be re-cancelled. And I'm sick of not knowing where we stand. I just hate not knowing. And it's just one thing to the next to the next. one nightmare after the other, and I know it's only business, but it's my life, and it just keeps getting churned over, and I just want some certainty. Right, so today it's the 9th of July and the campsite is open. So we're very relieved. I found that was quite uncomfortable for me to watch that clip back because it was such a raw and emotional time. And obviously since then we know that we were given the go ahead, so there's a great amount of relief, and I will cover that in the next video. I am a couple of weeks behind with my editing, but I'm trying my best to catch up. Things are extremely hectic on the campsite now that we're open, so please bear with me. I'll try and keep getting the videos out as fast as I possibly can. Thank you for watching, thank you for supporting me and for your kind comments. I do really appreciate it, we all do, and see you in the next video.